Hello, my name is Randy Osborne, and I'm a lifelong constitutional conservative Republican. I began working in the Reagan administration back about 40 years ago. In fact, I was 18 years old when Ronald Reagan came to my school and spoke, and I thought, this is somebody that I can get behind. But for the past 40 years, I've been very active in the Republican Party. I was former chairman of the Republican Party here in Marion County a few years back. I've also been a resident of Marion County for just about 30 years. I want to kind of explain what a state committeeman does. A lot of people don't quite understand it, but a state committeeman represents the voters, the Republican voters of Marion County, specifically to the state party. That is our job. We also help, obviously, work on getting good candidates elected for office, specifically Republicans. The other thing is we have a huge influence also on the state party and on the platform and the positions that the state party holds. So that's kind of what an overview of what a state committee man does. I want to kind of give you a real quick overview of about me personally. First of all, I am a staunch constitutional conservative. I believe that life is sacred. I believe the Second Amendment is literal. I believe the free market economy is essential. And I also believe in religious freedom is also critical. I believe it's important that Republicans in Marion County, whether it be here in Dunnellon, Bellevue, Ocala, I believe it's very, very critical that Republicans come together on the issues of Republican philosophies and ideas. We need to come together, and very specifically, we have an election coming up, and I think it's very, very important that Republicans become a part of that. Again, my name is Randy Osborne, and I am running for state committee man for the Republican Party. Thank you. I believe the most pressing need that's actually facing our state right now, very specifically, I believe, is our economy. With the coronavirus, back in the spring, there was a total shutdown of our economy, and a stimulus. Obviously, we were helped along with stimulus checks, also loans that were given to businesses. But I think very specifically, it's going to damage the revenue that our state brings in. And I think that that's something that we all need to come together and start working toward and rebuild our economy. Also, I will touch on this, not only that it's the economy is going to be damaged, but also public schools. When our kids are at home trying to do Zoom and other things, there needs to be a parent at home to help facilitate that. Therefore, again, it's going to cause a problem with our economy. So I think the number one priority is for the state to get back up and running to full blast, very specifically with our businesses and our economy. I remember many years ago, back almost 30 years ago, the first time I actually came to Dunnellon, and I experienced the opportunity to visit the springs here in Dunnellon, and they're probably the most beautiful springs that our state actually has. And again, I've been to many of them, and I believe it is a very difficult situation to try to balance the recreational aspect of our areas, our conservation areas, but also to be good stewards of that land. But I believe it also can be done. I think that there needs to be probably more funding put into that to make sure that we do keep our springs clean, keep them in a position where that we are conservative with the resources that we have. But on the other side of that, I do think that one of the big draws for our areas such as the springs is actually to bring people in and enjoy the things that Dunnellon has afforded them. On the area of education or legislature, working in that area, I have spent 6 years working in education. I was actually on our previous governor's task force on education. So I have a lot of experience specifically in this area. First of all, I think that education is the #1 priority to build a economic community. When companies and businesses come in, they look at different areas of our state. One of the things that they look at is education. I think it's extremely important for that. But I also believe very strongly that parents have the ultimate responsibility and right for their children's education. So I am a big proponent on parental rights, very specifically as it comes to education. I believe that some of the scholarship programs such as Step Up and some of the other ones is a great opportunity for our parents to have the opportunity to have their child educated as they seem fit. So having said that, in the way of education and the funding of it, there are some challenges that we do have with education, very specifically getting the funding to the places that our teachers and our schools need it. And I think that's something that we need to work on. I'm very, very proud of our governor for giving a very significant raise to our teachers throughout the state of Florida. I would like to thank the Chamber of Commerce for giving me an opportunity to come and actually speak on these issues. My name is Randy Osborne. I am running for State Committeeman for the Republican Party here in Marion County. I have had many, many years experience in conservative ideas. I have been in the legislature, working in the legislature for the ideas for our county. And again, I would love to have your vote. You can get more information about me at osborneforstate.com. That's osborneforstate, the number 4state.com. Thank you, and God bless you.
Okay, I'm Bill Richardt. I'm running for Republican State Committeeman here in Marion County. Reason is I best, in my opinion, I could best serve the people of Marion County. Let me explain what the State Committeeman does. Is he represents the people of each county to Marion County in our place. It goes to all the state committee meetings and throughout the RPOF, and we basically choose the delegates for the next chairman and vice chairman, so on and so forth. Now I'm kind of an understudy kind of guy because I'm not being supported by any of the big cheeses down there in Tallahassee or whatever like that. I basically want to be a representative for Marion County, and I don't have any say-so about what goes on with the RPOF. Some of the guys have ambition. I don't have the ambition. I just want to be a representative, and that's all I want to be. Thank you. The most thing is getting all the Republicans on one page. Right now, we need to get together because we need to get Donald Trump reelected, number one. Number two is we need to get all the state offices. We really need to get rid of the agricultural secretary, and we want to make sure that we have a full party line all the way through. Well, right now, I feel that Marion County does an excellent job of keeping the, like our waterways as good as possible. That's one of the reasons why I moved here to Marion County in the first place, because I love the horse farms and the waterways and everything else. Now, I'm definitely not for toll roads or anything else to come through here. And I want to keep this place as pristine as possible. And I think that our state parks people that are in charge do an excellent job. Well, this is funny. Education is a two-edged sword. They always talk about they really want an education, but when it comes down to money, it seems like it's always kind of lacking. Now, I'm on the ICROC board, which is the oversight for Marion County schools in the last valerium we voted in. And sometimes I think there's some ways, but sometimes I think there's some good programs. Now, my favorite is the technical school, which is over the MTI. And I think that Mark does a heck of a job, and I really enjoy that. Because my thing is more for technical than academics, but you know, that's just me because I'm a hands-on type of person. All right, I'm Bill Richardt, and I would like to have your vote on August 18th. I feel that I'm the best one that can actually perform the duties. I've made a lot of friends throughout the state, and I have a feeling that I can work with a lot of people throughout the state, and we could band together and we can put together a good group of people. That's just my opinion, and I would like to have your vote on August 18th. I'm Bill Richardt, candidate for State Committeeman.
Well, good afternoon. My name is John Townsend. I'm running for your Marion County Republican State Committeeman. I've been endorsed by the Personhood of Florida Pro-Life PAC, and just now I've received the endorsement of Senator Keith Perry, who I've worked with on his campaigns a couple of times and enjoyed myself. I believe in his work ethic, and the work he's doing for us right now is doing a great job as one of our senators here in Marion County. I'm also a blue-collared worker. I run a shop for a company locally here in town. I'm also a small business owner, so I have the white-collar side. I've been a Republican since 2016, and I care very much for our party. I've been involved with the REC since then, never left there every meeting. I have missed a couple, but we all have that every time in our life, but we have to be somewhere else. I'm a member of the Baseline Republican Club, run by Don Goodman. And I wanted to let you know that I'm here to be your representation in the state of Florida as your state committeeman. I'm here to work hard for our Republican Party and rebuild it and get together so we have a stronger party than we have right now. And I want to thank you for this time. Again, John Townsend, State Committeeman, August 18th. Thank you.
Go ahead.
So the most pressing need facing our state right now, well, I can answer only as a candidate for a state committeeman, and that is the division of the Republican Party. And my goal and job, again, is to pull Republicans in Marion County together and work with each other. During a primary, we all have our candidates. As a state committeeman, as somebody who is the chair of the REC, somebody who is chair of the RPOF in Florida, it is not our job nor our right to endorse anyone. So I wouldn't get involved until after the primary, but it's keeping our Republican club together and keeping people who are in certain levels of the political field not endorsing Republicans over Republicans. Thank you. Yes, in our county we have many beautiful recreation areas with Silver Springs, right here in Denellen, the KP hole, the list goes on and on. We do want our neighbors and our residents to get out there and use them, and we do need to conserve land. As a hunter, I'm also a conservationist. So when I go hunting, I make sure I don't destroy the land I'm in. I don't rearrange it for my needs. And keep it clean. So I do think that we do need a correct balance in where we have lands we can enjoy and we have lands that are protected for our wildlife. Very important that we have a great wildlife system here and an ecological system here in Florida, and we need to protect it very much. I truly agree that I don't think any of us will ever feel our legislation is properly educating our schools. I think they do a great job. I think they're trying hard during every session to come up with better ways, more money to help with our education in public schools, and it's very important to me. The product we're putting out today is not capable of filling the jobs we need. We need to continue with filling the jobs getting the children educated, especially those who aren't going to college. Not every child is going to college, but we need to get them in a field at 9th grade so they can test and feel the different VOTEC jobs that are out there that are really important. And then their 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, they can actually learn that trade to excellence. That's very important to me. Well, I've enjoyed this time out at the Denellen Chamber of Commerce, my interview to be your candidate, not to be your candidate, but to be your state committeeman for the Republican Party here in Marion County. I am pro-life. I'm pro-Second Amendment, First Amendment. I'm a concealed carry, licensed. I love our county. I love the area. I am going to do a strong job. I am your strong candidate on this ticket. And it's always my pleasure to do the best I can to serve you. Again, on August 18th, your vote for John Townsend, State Committeeman. People, simply people over politics. Thank you.